What's up, everybody? Freebooter here. So I have a contest with myself to try to get to $4,000 before the end of this month. I am a little behind, actually. It's the 27th, and we have 31 days in this month, so I have 4 days to try and make $800. I'm at about $3,200 sold on eBay right now. Yeah, it's time to bring out the big guns and make that money real quick. So, I mean, that's really, it's $200. All I have to do is $200 in a day. Last month, I made almost $3,000, and the month before that, I made basically nothing on eBay. Because I kind of called it quits on eBay. I was just like, I wanted to take a break from it. So, this is, I have about 230 listings. I think I'm at 232 listings on eBay right now. So, this is what I'm about to show you is everything I sold over the last 4 days. It's the 27th, Sunday right now, so I'm shipping out everything I'm about to show you tomorrow morning. I'm actually going to package it tonight and then ship it out tomorrow morning. Okay, so we're going to start at the cheapest one first and then work our way up to the most expensive one. So number one is, this is a little lovey. It's a little rabbit with a little cloth towel attached to it, and this is for little kids to snuggle in bed when they're sleeping. This only went for 12 bucks, so not really anything to get excited over, because after shipping and blah blah blah, you're gonna make like 5 bucks on something like this. I have sold some $25, $30 ones, and there was also, I got one new in the box that was it was bigger than this one. It was probably 4 times the size of this one, and no, maybe 3 times the size of this one. But it was new in the box, and I got 100 bucks for it. You can usually pick these up. Actually, the only place I've ever picked these up is at Goodwill, and it was on the wall near the toys. Not in the toys, but right next to the toy. Next, we also got this in the toy department at Goodwill. I don't go to thrift shops very often. I'm actually a flea market caretaker, so I live in an RV on flea market grounds, and I usually buy everything at the flea market. But I did go to Goodwill the other day, and I always hit the toy department up. This I got in a little bag. They have little bags of toys all over on the walls, and they'll just put like random stuff in there. So this was in with like 6 other toys for $2.97. It's Dr. Doom, Good Stuff, Superhero Squad. This might be a toy that somebody got out of one of those like claw machines. Not really sure, but I made $14.97 off of them. And there was a bunch of other cool toys in the bag too, so it's okay, you know, make $7-8 bucks profit on them. Next we got Beetle Bailey. It's a hand puppet made by Gund Kingfisher, copyright Kingfisher Syndicate. So yeah, not a lot to say about this. Keep your eye open for Gund. They make dolls and stuff like that, and you know, a lot of the time their stuff's not worth money, but if it's a rare item, they have some collectible stuff. So yeah, cool Beetle Bailey puppet. Next is some Mego Micronauts. I actually showed these in a video a couple days ago when I picked them up. I picked these up like, when did I pick these up? I picked them up, I guess I picked them up last week, but I just got them posted. As soon as I posted these, it took them about 10 minutes to sell for 30 bucks. I picked them up in a box of old 70s and 80s toys, and you can go back and watch my video a couple days ago that I put out on that. You could get like 35 bucks just for this one green guy. This is called a Time Traveler, and this is a clear green, which is kind of rare. It's a little more rare than the other colors. There's a few different colors that you can find these in. He was missing his feet, and he's very, very worn. So I figured I'm not going to get 35 for him. And then we also picked up this Membros dude. This is 1978 Mego. That's MGO. Keep your eye open for Mego stuff. They make superheroes and all sorts of different action figures. Super cool little guys. This is the first time I've ever found these. Like I said, I picked them up in a box for 5 bucks with a bunch of other cool toys. Probably going to make like 150 bucks off that little box. But yeah, they sold for 30 within like 10 minutes of posting them. They're like almost like a smaller version of G.I. Joe. Alright, next we got a tie between these two because they sold for the same amount. First we got these Marx Super Shot Racers Dragsters. These are super cool, but they do not work very well and they're very worn. This one is missing a back left tire and it's broken right here. Oh man, you probably can't see anything. I'm like putting it over there. That's because I was recording with the camera flipped around the other way before. So the camera or the lens is on the other side. So it's it's broken there, it's messed up. So you pull this thing here and this goes forward. However, these do not work very well at all. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to break it right before I ship it to somebody. So in really good shape, you can get about 35 to 40 bucks a piece on these things. These are so worn and beat up that I put it up for 35, and it sold in about 3 days. And tied with that for price is a little troll doll. This is a super cool little troll doll. This is a little dam. It's about 2.5 inches. I've put these trolls in a bunch of other videos, but I can go over some more stuff here. Keep your eye open for the glass hair. Keep your eye open for glass eyes. Keep your eye open for the glass eyes. The back will either say DAM, D-A-M, or C64. This one actually still has the original clothing. A lot of the original clothing was very simple felt clothing, and even though this is coming apart, it sold. This sold for $34.97, same as those cars. One of the main reasons is the clothing is still intact. A lot of this clothing got lost. But yeah, keep your eye open for little damn trolls. 35 bucks. Some of these can go for even more. Next, we sold this Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 limited edition strategy guides. There's 3 of them in there. They're hardcovers. Now, this can go from anywhere in good shape. It can go from anywhere from 100 to 150 bucks. This has some problems though. There's some dirt staining here with like some moisture damage. The corner's coming up right here, and then this got really hot, and it actually the glue melted and the whole cover like went to the side. And then there's a little bit of dirtying on the books themselves, and there's like some scratches and dents and stuff. So I put this up for what was it, $85 free shipping, because it's going to ship media mail. It's in sale for about a week until I put it on sale, 15% off, and in the end it ended up selling for about 70 bucks shipped. Don't sleep on strategy guides. Some of these are worth a ton of money, especially the RPG ones. Oh, I actually forgot about this. It was just sitting there. So I sold this challenge coin. Challenge coin is a coin from a police department. I don't really actually know that much about this kind of stuff. I just ran into my first batch of these about a month ago. I bought a whole booth out here at the flea market. I bought the whole booth out, and they had a collection of this in that booth. I've been selling them for like 20-25 bucks. This is the Georgia State Patrol Department of Public Safety 70th anniversary, 1937 to 2007. Wisdom, Justice, Moderation. 25 bucks, easy to ship, easy to list. Man, if I could find these all day, I wish I could just sell these things, man. You could probably list 100 of these an hour if you wanted to. I love this stuff, because you go one picture there, there you go. You can actually do a multi-listing. You could probably do 200 of these an hour. Even though it's only $25, time is money. And think of it this way. If you have like 100 different items and they're all like this, and you have to list, if you're talking about like, you have to tell the buyer, oh, there's a scratch, there's a stain, there's blah, 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 blah. Now this sold for 70 bucks, but how many of these can you post a day? Definitely not as many as this. I guarantee it. And this, I mean, there's so many good things about this. You can literally just like put it on something, take a picture. You don't have to have like a big old, booth or something like that to put stuff in. This item is just better. Okay. Next, we got a really rare Betamax tape. This is Nutcracker Fantasy. I really wasn't sure what to sell this at because I couldn't find any other ones. I use WorthPoint, which goes back years. On eBay, you can only find the prices for like the last 3 or 4 months. However, there's some other ways that you can look up prices for older stuff, and I couldn't find this. I couldn't find a price of a sold listing on this. There was only one VHS tape. This is a Betamax tape, which is similar to VHS. But there was one VHS tape that was going for, I think they wanted $120 for it, and I was like, damn, that seems like a lot. I don't think they're probably going to get that. I listed this for $100 or best offer. It sat there for about 3 weeks, and then I put on a 15% off sale, and it sold for $84 something, $84.50 or something like that. Very, very happy with this. You can pick these Betamaxes up for free. I mean, people are just giving this stuff away at yard sales. They're like people don't even think people have Betamax players anymore. I got this in a lot of Betamax, 7,000 Betamaxes for $50. So this is basically free to me. Made $85 on it. And last and most expensive is we have this awesome Stiletto Switchblade. Okay, now I've sold a bunch of these things. They always sell really good if they're the vintage ones. The thing you want to look out for on these old switchblades is you want to make sure you're getting the vintage ones. There's a bunch of newer ones that look similar to the untrained eye, but there's a few things you can look out for on these. This one had real bone for the handle, so a real bone handle. You want to look out for, when you look on the blade right here, look for the words Wandy, that's W-A-N-D-Y, or Inox, that's I-N-O-X. If it has Inox on it, there's a good chance that it is a valuable switchblade or stiletto. Now you'll notice that this does not come all the way up. That's because this knife is broken. This knife is in rough shape. The bone's coming out right there, there. This metal backing here is pushed out, so that's why the knife isn't working. There's a spring inside here that when you press the button, it just goes like that, which makes the blade shoot out. So since this is so loose, that's why the blade doesn't come all the way up and it does not lock. Now, even with all those problems, this still sold for $99.97 within about 15 minutes. It took about 15 minutes to sell. These are actually illegal in certain states, so eBay does not allow this kind of stuff on there, although they allow broken ones. So for some reason, even though they say they allow broken ones, or not really broken ones, but parts. So I mean, this is basically parts. Okay, I sold this for parts. eBay will suspend you if you get caught selling this kind of stuff too often. You can sell parts, and this is parts because this does not work properly. However, even if it's parts, you can still get this kind of knife kicked off. I've had these kicked off about 3 times, and if that happens too much in a short amount of short period of time, you will get suspended. I have been suspended on eBay for a week before. It wasn't from these, but yeah. So don't put Switchblade in your title, and I would not even consider. I might not even put the word stiletto in my title just to make sure. With this, all I did was list it as Wandy, Inox, and I think I put Wandy Inox knife or something like that. Something very simple, because the people looking for these knives, they know what's going on with eBay. They know eBay pulls these things all the time, so they're sitting there ready to buy that knife up real quick. So make sure you're not selling any actual knives. Make sure you're selling parts, and yeah, make sure you're selling parts. This is an 11-inch knife, super rare. If you were to find a perfect working one of these, I would say probably about $300 minimum. On WorthPoint, I've seen some that went for like $450 or close to $500. So yeah, old switchblades can be awesome. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Freebooter out. Peace.